Hey guys, DB right here, and today I'm continuing with What If Barne Went with Goku to Earth. They've been separated now for 3 years, but now they are back together again as we head into the events of the 22nd Tenkaichi Budokai. Now, as for Kakarot's side of his training, it pretty much played out exactly the same as it does on the original, while Barne trained in pretty much the opposite direction, having her own sort of crazy adventures that were pretty much in a similar fashion. Even she also had a run-in with Tien and Chaozu at some point, but the two, in this case, twin siblings, twin children of Bardock and Gine, did not cross paths for the 3 years of that training. So were the rules of the training when Master Roshi sent them out there to better themselves. Alright, so with that, we are now heading into the 22nd Tenkaichi Budokai, like I said, and, well, Barne had no problem getting there on time, and already had herself signed in and everything. She's just a punctual young lady who knows it's rude to keep her friends waiting. Kakarot, of course, only just manages to get there in time, much like in the original, with him having to swim halfway across the world. So, why was Barne on time then? Well, Barne understood that Master Roshi probably figured they could get away with using the Flying Nimbus for that one day to get to the tournament on time. And since, after all, she is a bit smarter than her brother, who of course didn't figure that out. Oops. And so, with that, pretty much the registrations go off the same as it does in the original. And we get to the perils of the preliminaries. And, well, the biggest difference in this timeline is that Barne is able to take Pampet's spot in the tournament, while everyone else is gets through the tournament just like they do in the original. So you've got Tien and Yamcha, Jackie Chan versus Man Wolf, Krillin against Chaozu, and a rematch between the two siblings. And, well, with that being said, we're off to, with the first round between Tien and Yamcha going exactly like it does in the original, with, also pretty much the other two matches from the anime going like they do in the original, with Chun beating Man Wolf and turning him back to normal thanks to our Moon Boy Krillin, and ultimately Krillin did manage to get past Chaozu. But now we get to the siblings who are battling each other quite ferociously. It is quite an epic battle between the two Saiyan twins, between Kakarot and Barne. But needless to say, once again, Barne manages to beat her brother, but only just. Only just. It was a really close call. At some point, Kakarot nearly had her out of the ring. If it weren't from her basically Kamehamehaing her way back in, Kakarot would have won the match. DB Rai, why are you being such a Kakarot hater? You're basically just replacing him with your own character. That's not right. It may not be right, but Barne is stronger than him, unfortunately, and has an even better sense for fighting than he does. And, don't worry, Kakarot will have his chances to be useful and stay relevant to the story. Don't you worry about that. And well, as we get on to the semi-finals, naturally Tien gets the victory over Jackie Chun after Jackie Chun, the disguised master Roshi, says his piece before he just steps out of the ring, getting into Tien Shinhan's head, much like he does, and we got Krillin going one-on-one with Barne, and it's a pretty interesting and good fight. It's in some ways, Krillin was in a way doing better than what Kakarot was doing against her. You got Barne, who knows Kakarot's moves so well, so it's no wonder she was able to beat him in the first round. But Krillin, there was actually no telling, the kind of techniques he had developed over the few years that they've been apart. So, a lot of Krillin's techniques did manage to catch her off guard. And does he try to grab her tail? Well, yes, but much like Kakarot, that weakness doesn't affect her anymore. And eventually, she gets the win. Now, Tien Shinhan's hatred is directly focused upon Barne at this point. It's not focused on Kakarot in this timeline, because remember, it was Barne who killed Tao. And this wasn't some, he's gonna come back as a cyborg or anything silly like that. Oh, no. Barne literally destroyed Tao. So, when we get to the final match between Tien and Barne, it's pretty much one-sided. Remember, Barne is stronger than Kakarot. And well, it was basically Barne's match at the beginning, until of course Master Shen convinces Chaozu to start paralyzing the young lady, and Tien starts getting a bit of footing in the match. However, the Chaozu's paralysis ability isn't affecting Barne as much as it did Kakarot in the original. It's just, she's strong enough that she's able to occasionally dodge Tien and still get some strikes in. However, Tien, much like in the original, does notice that Chaozu is helping him, and of course, the whole thing with Master Chen and Tien plays out per normal, with Master Roshi having to banish. Did I say Tao? I did, didn't I? I mean Master Shen, banishing Master Shen from the arena. So from then on in, Tien Shinhan and young Little Miss Barne could continue their match without peace and any more disturbance. And well, the match did finally sort of become even between the two, thanks to Chaozu paralysis, and Tien actually able to cause a bit of damage because of that. And Tien did, of course, let her get a couple of free shots in, just like he did for Goku in the original. But in the end, just like in the original, the Tri-Beam Cannon is launched, blowing up the ring. However, Barne has quite a lot more energy left. She's able to weaken Tien to the point that he can't fly anymore. And here's the thing, remember, both Barne and Kakarot can fly in this timeline. So she can just stay up there, while Tien inevitably hits the ground and loses the match, Barne winning the overall championship. And, well, Tien's still pretty happy about the match and whatnot. And he still offers to treat them dinner and everything like that at the end anyway. Just sort of make up for some of the bad things he did. Like breaking Yamcha's leg to begin with. And, well, much like in the original, Kakarot left his power pole, and Grandpa's Dragon Ball behind once again, and well, he decides to go back and get it, and well, Krillin was pretty much insisting that he went with him, so the two of them actually go back together. And, well, a while goes by and everyone begins to become worried, and even Barne, who suddenly senses a drop of energy, a big drop in Kakarot's energy. So she bursts from the table and she's running straight to the arena, and what does she find? Krillin and Kakarot battling some weird green monster looking dude. That would be Tambourine. And well, before she could step in and help, Krillin and Kakarot dispatch the monster with a double Kamehameha. Remember, Kakarot lost in the first round, so he's got a bit more rest than what Krillin and what Barne would have had. So, with Kakarot being there, not only did Krillin survive, but Kakarot got out of this pretty much scot-free as well. And well, because of this, Tambourine does not get away with the list of participating martial art tournament guys, and he doesn't get the Dragon Ball. However, once Master Roshi and the others assembled, they are terrified by the look on Master Roshi's face as he discovers a piece of paper with the word devil encircled. This is the crest of King Piccolo. The horror! The horror! And that's where we're going to be leaving things for right now. So what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this story? How are things going to go with in the King Piccolo saga with Krillin being alive? And essentially, we've got an extra Saiyan there to help with the problem. And yeah. How are things going to go for King Piccolo now that he has no idea where to find his enemies? Being the other martial artist that he has Tambourine exterminate. And yes, Tambourine is gone too. That can't be good for King Piccolo, who's probably sensing his Tambourine's demise right now. Alright, all this and more next time as we continue this What If. Catch us later.